Bang! Neeves Knives. I'm Jared, and today I am talking about what I would buy or recommend if I only had $500, or if somebody had $500 and said, what should I buy? Now, I'm going to base this off of practicality because there are so many knives I recommend. So many. And in many cases, with $500, I could recommend 20 knives, that you could get with that money. But practicality, what's going to last you a really long time, what is going to be a great EDC for $500. So, starting off, the SPYDERCO MANIX 2. The SPYDERCO MANIX 2, there's lots of different options, different steel choices, lightweight, all the way up to the XL. Now, you can get scales for these. Like I have the Flytanium scales and cage for this. This is the S30V version. You can get it coated or non-coated. It's about $170 for this one without the scales. Right around like $300 if you get the scales with the cage. This one, the XL, is like $200. Now, everything I talk about in this video, I'm going to link below. But with the MANIX 2, I think it's a super solid lock. You can't deny this lock. It's such a good locking mechanism. Super solid, lasts an incredible long time. So it's something that you're not going to have to worry about getting blade play or anything like that towards the future. It's always going to be solid. It's nice and fidgety, very smooth, very easy to deploy, strong locking system, great cutter. The geometry is really good, and the S30V takes a really good edge. So that would be my first choice. Now I'm going to give a couple different options here. Now, as a secondary knife to this, I would recommend the Benchmade Mini Griptilian. You can get these for about $130. This is the regular version. There is a G10 version, but we have S30V again. Great blade shape. It is a small, compact EDC, but these things are super tough for such a little knife. This one's old. It's been beat on. It's had multiple edges put on it, and it's super solid. And Benchmade has probably the best warranty in the business. And also you can modify this as well. So both of these you can upgrade and buy parts for. There's so many parts, and you can just kind of make it your own, which is a really good thing. Now, the secondary and primary right here, I'm going to do another version here in 1 second. Now, what would I recommend for a light? So I would recommend one of two options. Either one, the titanium version of this knife, but they have a new version that takes a rechargeable battery in titanium. I've already ordered one. It's like $70 after tax, $75 after tax. And it's even brighter than this one. This one's only like 180 lumens. The one I have coming is 350 lumens. Beautiful size, and it will fit in an EDC organizer very easily. Now, if you want something a little bit smaller than this and still want to go with titanium, you can get the DAPPER light. This is programmable. It's nice and bright. It's, I think, 600 lumens, I believe, but $60 for something like this. And it's great. Like I said, titanium, has a clip, rechargeable, super bright. You can program it. Now, these are a little bit more difficult to function than something like this, because this is just, you just do that. This, you can lock yourself out. Like I said, it's programmable. Lots of different functions on something like this. However, with the titanium version of this, they also have one that's 180 lumens for like $35. So with this EDC, either one of these lights, so you are at right around $400 if you include a tactile turn pen, USA made. So you have a majority of this EDC is going to be USA made aside from the flashlight. We'll just put one light in here for reference. So, and you are at about $475 with all of this. Now, I added the Damascus pen for $20, but I still have the regular titanium one. What I did was I bought the pen with the titanium one and then added an additional Damascus pin. So that means I have an extra pin right here. This, this little knob. This one's Damascus for 20 bucks, but I have the titanium one still. So instead of buying the one with it already installed for $120, I paid the exact same price, and I also got an extra one because I got the extra stud. So USA made, really good quality. I love the tactile feel. And like I said, this would be mostly all, well, I guess not, but you would have the titanium pen, titanium flashlight, and then these you can upgrade by getting titanium parts. Now, if you were wanting to go all titanium, you could do this. Get rid of these, and you could go with the TWOSUN TS223 M390 for about 150 bucks. Fantastic knife. And this is kind of one of those knives that's a very versatile knife. And what I mean is that it has good geometry, cuts extremely well, great sharpening choil, great blade shape. You can use it for utility cuts, slicing, push cuts, very comfortable in the hand. It's one of those knives where it'll do just about anything. You can, even though it's a large full-size knife, it functions as a small knife as well. Great detent, great action, titanium bolster lock, beautiful carbon fiber. The clip works great. Fantastic option here. Now, what you could do is you could go with, for your secondary, CIVIVI ELEMENTUM. For about 50 bucks, you can get the D2 and micarta version, or you can go with the G10. Now, for 75, 80 bucks, you can get the S35VN version, but with these two and this, you can actually add in a leather EDC organizer. The USA made one, you can get them for like $120, $140 for the Tale of Knives. Now, one like this is like 20 bucks, 20, 30, like 20, 30 bucks for this one. Now, the USA made one is a lot more expensive, but it's a lot better quality. But you would be able to put your whole EDC together. By the way, the tactile pen, you can get the little one, the medium-sized one like this, or a full-size one. And then you have the spot for your secondary, and then this would go in your right pocket. You have a whole EDC right here for about, what is it, about $475. So 150, 250, 300, 375, and if you got the USA made one, that would put you right around 475, right under 500 bucks. And that would be a fantastic EDC. However, now we can go a little bit farther really quick. What you could do is, if you really wanted like to kind of get a little bit of variation, I also recommend the 267. The TWOSUN TS267 14C titanium carbon fiber, and this has incredible action. It's such an underrated knife, such a good front flipping action. Like, I recommend this to somebody who wants to learn how to front flip because, man, such a good action. And this is a clip point, but it's more of a straight clip point, so it works great for utility cuts. You don't have to worry about not being able to get to the tip like some Bowie blades. This actually is very versatile. It's one of the most versatile blade shapes. Stupid smooth. Yeah, fantastic knife. The clip works great. So this is an option for $100. You can get a TWOSUN TS267. Now, you could also go with, for around 55 bucks, the KUBEY KU321. This is a really good knife. Now, I know the type of action they like is different. This is another front flipping, reverse flicking knife. And the action is great. The lockup is great. Super smooth. The clip is reversible, so this will work out for lefties and righties. Then you could get the CIVIVI Riffle. The CIVIVI Riffle is 14C 28M blade steel. CIVIVI does a fantastic job with it. They come in multiple different kinds of micarta, and it is a flipper and a reverse flicking action. Reversible deep carry clip that works great. T8 hardware, super solid knife. Can't go wrong with a riffle. So for all of this, you're looking at 150, 250, 300, about 350 bucks right here. Now you can add in one of the CIVIVI Elementums, which would be around 50 bucks. And they have so many different options of the CIVIVI Elementum. You can get any version you want. And technically you can get aftermarket titanium scales, and then they have a titanium frame lock version, but we're not talking about that for the liner lock version. There's so many different options with this, and this is just a great versatile knife. That's the beauty of it. There's nothing extravagant about it. The flipping action works great. It's very smooth. The detent is good, but it's a solid knife. Nice deep hollow ground spear point blade. Super versatile here. Now, this is 5 knives here under 500 bucks. You know, 150 with this one, that'd be 250, right around 300 bucks with these 3. Then you look at about 365. Then with this, you're a little over 400 bucks. You're still under 500 bucks. And in this case, now you could still, if you really wanted to, you could add a budget pen and a flashlight in this whole arena right here, if you don't care about the EDC organizer or anything like that. So just some thoughts, but that is the things like that I would recommend. But the first 2 that I spoke about, I think that is a great EDC, and you really can't go wrong with that EDC with the MANIX, the Griptilian, or like I said, the 223 and the Elementum. Where did I put it? Oh, right here. This EDC right here, or the same EDC without the organizer. And remember, this would be titanium, but there's multiple different options in this. I'm going to link them right down in the description so you can check out different versions. And also, or you could just switch for the Dapper. I can't link this one, but if you go on Dapper's site, you can get one of these for like 60 bucks. So there you guys go. I thought this was a cool video idea. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.